Welcome back to MCC Connects. I'm Mary Jo Griffin. Joining me now is Claudia Gillen, who is the program coordinator for the medical assisting program. And with her is Maureen McCartney, a nursing student at Middlesex Community College.
Yes.
Welcome to both of you. You're here to talk about your trip to Peru, which is very exciting. But first, I always like to ask a little bit about my guests, just so the community knows a little bit about you. So, Claudia, let's start with you. You are the program coordinator for the medical assisting program. How long have you been doing that? How did you end up at Middlesex Community College?
I've been in the school for 5 years, actually, and I've been the coordinator for 5 years. I ended up in the school because I love teaching. And I was a medical assistant for a long, long time. Then I went into teaching, and I just decided that that is something that I wanted to do, and I came to Middlesex.
So how long were you a medical assistant?
Oh, I've been a medical assistant for maybe 14 plus years, actually.
Here in the United States?
Yes, here. And then I became a nurse.
Oh, okay.
But then I just decided to stick with medical assistant because I love it that much.
Oh, that's good. And you're originally from?
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Maureen McCartney, you are a nursing student at Middlesex Community College, and you are what we consider a non-traditional student at the college, but it's one of the reasons I love the college so much is because of the diversity in everything from ethnicity to history to age. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you end up at Middlesex?
I started at Middlesex taking classes about 6 years ago when my kids were in high school. I have 4 adult children. My youngest will be 22 in April, and 24, 25 in June. I'm going to make me a grandma, and 27.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I started off nursing in 1975, actually, and left. Decided to get a degree in psychology, and then got married and had children, and returned to school many years later.
You took a trip to Peru with the I thought it was just medical assistant, but it wasn't. It was just students from the nursing and anyone in the health fields? Is that how it worked?
Yeah, it was a nursing and one student from ultrasound, but the voice went out to the school so that anyone who was in the health field, they could apply.
And you were the advisor.
Yes, I was.
Did you put the program together?
No. Tina Cormio, actually, she was the one who, she brought this up, the idea to do this by getting the lead from a student who was already graduated from the nursing program, that she was in Peru. So the student is originally from Peru, and then she called Tina and she said that she would like to do something like this, to go to Peru and help the people there.
So how long were you in Peru for?
It was a 13-day trip. We were there for 10 days. It was 3 days of travel, total, about a day and a half on either end.
So what was the purpose of going to Peru?
The purpose of going to Peru was to give experience to the students in another country, to know, about the health and how people they deal with health issues and what do they believe in, in health. And especially, to expose students from here to the culture.
Maureen, did you know right away that you wanted, when you heard about this trip to Peru, did you know you wanted to go?
Yeah.
Why?
Definitely. I just have always been very interested in that. I had the opportunity in high school to travel to Mexico and just see the abject poverty. And so when I heard that the nursing students were going to do it like a educational program there, I was very interested in going right from the beginning.
Was there an application process?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, there was an application process, and the students have to write an essay, and then we have to interview. Actually, we interviewed around 25 students, and there were more to interview, but they didn't submit the essay on time. And then from all of them, then we have to choose.
And how many went?
There were 5 students from nursing and 1 student from the ultrasound program.
So you were there for 10 days, and what did you do?
We went to schools and taught hygiene, hand washing, skin care, sunscreen. We actually did some sex education in these very Catholic schools. They had begged us to be able to do that and teach these they graduate at 15. Many of them are producing children by that age, and they're asking how to not do that. And so
Are they not being taught that at the school?
they're not being taught that at all. No, they're really not being taught that. Very, very little
It's
information.
just part of the culture.
Part of the
It's
culture.
just the culture. I mean, I will say it's almost like a taboo actually to talk, to children very explicit about what sex is.
Before we go, show us what you have.
Yeah, we have right here, this is Amelia actually, and one of the students, this is a project that she did, is
So Amelia
journey.
is a student.
No,
this is-
Amelia,
this is Amelia.
the journey of Amelia, and this is Amelia telling her story, and a single place that we were in Peru. Okay, so this is the book of Amelia, the people that she met in Peru, and how she
These
felt.
are books, like,
All right.
for example, these are books that we brought in Spanish for the children to have just to have a book in their hands to read. They have no books, they have no libraries, they have no school supplies.
Yeah.
So what do
They
they do
have-
in school all day?
Well,
They-
they are in the school, but they don't have libraries like we have right
Okay.
here. So
They
they just
don't-
go home and they just do their homework. But they don't have. I mean, they don't have a library. They can go and borrow books. There is no such a thing like that.
So the point is that every student who goes has to do a project after.
Yes.
And this
Yeah.
was
Exactly.
Amelia's. This
That's
is one
of the
student's.
students. And then when Amelia came, she found a friend, Rosita, and then Rosita is originally from Peru. And then
With
Amelia.
two babies,
Yeah,
one in
and
the
she has
front,
two
one in the
babies.
back.
And this is how the Peruvian woman, how they carry their babies. Actually, this is a typical dress.
There are so many wonderful programs at Middlesex Community College.
Yes,
and
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
And to have the opportunity to go to Peru on a fellowship must have been absolutely, and then
Yes.
thank you for joining me today and letting the community know, not only about
Yeah.
the programs in our medical fields at Middlesex Community College, but the fact that we also do international traveling. I know this
Yes.
summer there are 2 trips, there's one to Ireland and one to China, and hopefully we'll hear you
The
go to
future.
Peru again.
Yes, yes, we hope to. Thank you very much.
Claudia Gillen, thank you. Maureen McCartney.
Neat.
McCartney. Thank you so much for coming in today. I appreciate it.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.
Thank you for joining me for this episode of MCC Connects. Join me each month for another episode so that you too can be connected to Middlesex Community College.